back to my channel. If you are new, then my name is Allis, and thank you so much for being here. And if you are not new, then thank you so much for coming back for another video. For today's video, this is going to be a foundation review specifically on the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. This is what it looks like right here. This is by no means a brand new product. It has been out for quite a while now, and I've actually been testing this out for a while as well. So even though this isn't a new product, I still wanted to make this video because I was hoping it could be a resource for anybody who might be wanting to buy this foundation but wants to see some reviews on somebody with oily combination skin and how it would wear throughout the day on somebody with oily combination skin, and so on and so forth. So I really hope this video will be helpful for you if you are looking to purchase this foundation and you don't know whether or not it'll be worth it. So without further ado, if you're interested in seeing my thoughts on this foundation, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright, so some of the deets on this foundation are it has 25 different shades. You can get it at any drugstore at this point, and the price point is anywhere from like $8 to $12 depending on where you buy it. Obviously there are some drugstores that are a little bit more cheap. That varies depending on where you live, but for the most part $8 to $12 is what this foundation is going to cost you. So it does have, I'm looking at my computer as I talk, that's why I'm looking down a lot, but this foundation does have 25 different shades, which isn't the most, however it's not the least. I do notice that it has a very decent variety, pretty solid range of shades. They're all kind of spread out, I feel evenly between light, medium, and dark. So I think they did a pretty good job with the actual shade range, I personally think. But there are 25 shades, which, like I said, it's not the most, it's not the least. So some of the claims are that it's oil-free, doesn't clog pores, it's dermatologist tested, full coverage foundation with seamless finish, evens out, camouflages, and enhances, minimizes the appearance of flaws and imperfections, glides onto skin for smooth and breathable wear. It is full coverage with a seamless matte finish and up to a 24-hour wear, which I don't know why foundations say that, because who really is wearing foundation for 24 hours? I really want to know, okay? I truly want to know who's out there wearing foundation for 24 hours, girl. Can we have a talk? Like, I just want to talk to you real quick. Can I just talk? Can we talk? That's it. Like, can we have a conversation? And before I keep on going, the shade that I get it in is in 310 Sun Beige. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start applying this. Before I do that, actually, let me put some primer on. I'm going to use a Too Faced Hangover RX primer. This is one of my favorite primers. I just think it's very, very hydrating. And my skin loves this stuff. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this on. So excuse the appearance of mine. It is pretty dirty because I've used it quite a few times. But once you open it up, it does have a pump, which is super awesome. I love me a foundation that has a pump, and I'm really appreciating the fact that so many foundations nowadays are coming with pumps. Like, you rarely see foundations that haven't been created already, obviously, but the new ones that are coming out usually have pumps on them now, which I'm pretty excited. You know what I mean? Like, it's 2018 and I feel like brands finally get it. So I really am appreciative of that. So what I'm going to do is just put a couple of pumps. I did like 2 pumps. And I'm just going to put this on the side of my face here. I'm going to work with one side only for now, just to show you guys. I'm going to take a damp beauty sponge and I'm going to blend this in. Alright, you guys, so this is what the side with the foundation looks like. As you guys can see, this foundation is very full coverage. I did put 2 pumps on my hand. I still have about another pump here to go to smear on the other side of my face. But just to show you guys, I did about a pump of foundation on this side. I will do the other pump on this side. And as you guys can see, this is a very full coverage foundation. I do have very prominent freckles. I don't have like small light freckles. My freckles are a little bit on the bigger side, and I like to think that they're a little bit on the darker side, dark brown side. So they're very prominent, they're very visible, and I just think that this foundation does a great job at really covering them up and concealing them, but at the same time evening out your skin tone and just making it look so flawless, so beautiful. This is one of the foundations that I think matches me the best out of all my foundations, high-end, low-end, drugstore, whatever you want to call it. Perfect undertone, perfect shade, perfect everything. I just think that it just matches so well with my skin color, and I just really love how this foundation looks on initial application. So what I'm going to do now is just go ahead and do the other side of my face. And really quick thing to mention, I don't like to use a brush when I use this foundation, and that's why I'm not doing like half of my face with a brush and the other half with a sponge. I've used this foundation with a brush, and I just feel like it is very heavy, and I just feel like, to me, I just feel like the application looks so much better with a beauty sponge because of the fact that I feel like it just really helps suck up all the excess, so it doesn't leave you looking really cakey and really, you know, cake face full of foundation. Alright, so this is what the foundation looks like once it's fully on my face. As you guys can see, so beautiful. It has such a nice finish. I don't think this is a very matte finish, even though it does say it's matte. I think it's a very kind of like a natural matte finish. It's not super duper drying. So what I'm going to do now is actually just go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy because I'm not actually going to go anywhere today. So I'm probably just going to pop on some lashes and just put a little bit of blush on. And for the most part, just leave the rest of my face like this just so you guys can see it. I might even skip concealer just so you guys can actually see what the foundation is holding up like when I do my updates throughout the day. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and do just that, and I will be right back to give you guys the time and to just let you know how everything dried down. So this is the finished makeup look. As you guys can see right here, nothing special at all. Trust me. All I put on was some Ardell Wispies, some lip gloss, and a little bit of blush, and I set my face with a little bit of the Wet n Wild contour palette, and I just used this shade right here because if I don't do this, this will be a hot creasy mess by like the next 20 minutes. So I have to make sure that I'm setting my face, but other than that, I did nothing else. It is 2:30 right now. Yeah, it's just about 2:30. It is 2:29 now. I will get a zoom in for you guys so you guys can see, but I really do like how it looks. So this is what it's looking like right now, and like you guys can see, my freckles, you would have to look really closely to see them, but once I zoom out the camera, you probably don't see them as well anymore. But I just love how this foundation looks, and it just looks so beautiful. Later on today, I'm hoping I can get you guys a daylight update. I might go outside to film some outfit clips for another video that I'm filming. And I should have probably done my hair, but I just can't be bothered right now. I'm just having one of those days. I cannot be bothered, okay? It is like 80 degrees right now, and I'm just not in the mood. I will update you guys in a couple of hours to show you guys how the foundation is holding up. You guys, so it is currently 6:09 right now. Sorry for the noise. I'm definitely outside, and there's a lot going on. It's a really nice day today, so there's a lot of people out. There's a lot going on, motorcycles and kids and all that stuff. So yeah, the lens is like the furthest I can get it from my face, so it's just like really an awkward situation to be in right now. But I wanted to give you guys a quick update just to show you guys what the foundation was looking like. And as you can see, this is what it looks like in natural daylight, which I really like. The only problem is that I'm looking very oily right now, and I'm not sure if the camera can pick that up. It's not glowy, it's more like oily, you know what I mean, like greasy. Like that's kind of what I'm looking like. Show you guys in a little bit closer just so you guys can get a little bit of a better look. My god, I don't think you guys have ever been this close to my face. I'm just gonna wrap this up right here, and I will check back in with you guys later on for the final update just to close out the video and give you guys all my final thoughts. Okay, all right you guys, so I am back for my final update. It is currently 9:53 p.m. as you guys can see right here. And this is what I'm looking like. It is actually sad to say that this is what I'm looking like, you guys. I could say so many things right now, but I don't know if I'm gonna say them, but I could say so many things. But this is pretty much what I'm looking like after just a little over 7 hours of having the foundation on. And as you guys can tell, I have some real fried chicken, like grease ball realness going on my face right now. This is what I was talking about when I told you that I had some formulated thoughts on this foundation already, and I kind of just wanted to let the day play out and really show you guys what I was meaning by that, and this is what I meant. Now, I'm going to touch on just the things that I love about this foundation, just because I want to touch on the good before I even go to the bad, okay? So for one, I do think it has great coverage. I think that it is one of the best coverage foundations that I have in terms of giving me a nice, flawless finish initially, okay? This is all initial that I'm talking about here. So I just think it does a great job at really giving me a really nice, flawless base, and it just does a great job at covering any imperfections, any discoloration on your face. It does a great job with covering up pimples and stuff like that. I've used it when I've had bad breakouts as well, and it's just done a really good job at, you know, keeping me covered throughout the day. Regardless of all the oils right now, I still think I have pretty decent coverage on my face. Like, I don't think that the foundation has wore off in any areas of my face, and usually I tend to wear off around the sides of my nose right here. Usually this starts to look a little bit pink just because you start to see some of my natural discoloration poking through, but I do think that it does a great job at really holding up. It does transfer, I did notice, like when I would pick up my phone and stuff, but I think that's like every foundation for the most part. And fade resistant, I do think that it does hold up to that, because like I just mentioned, it does a great job at just keeping your skin covered all throughout the day, and you don't have to worry about your foundation actually wearing off in some areas, because I do think it holds up very well, so it doesn't fade. All right, you guys, so now for the bad. Obviously the situation just needs to be addressed. We need to talk about this oil. We need to talk about this chicken nugget grease that I have all over my face right now. I am so oily, okay? I am so oily, and I think that goes without saying. That is my biggest problem with this foundation, and that's the biggest issue that I really have with it. This situation started to happen a little bit after I updated you guys this afternoon and I showed you guys what it was looking like around 6 o'clock ish. Not too long after that, my oils really started to get out of control. I will say, if you do have a dry skin type, you might like this foundation. I've heard a lot of people with dry skin say they really like it, because I don't think that you're going to have this situation since you would have dry skin. However, if you have oily to oily combination skin, I would really rethink this one. If you have oily skin, don't get this foundation at all. Like, honestly, you're gonna be so doomed, because I have oily combination skin. My skin tends to be the most oily in this area right here, but then on the perimeters of my face, as you guys can see, I'm pretty much very normal, but the center of my face, that's where my oils are on and popping, and I just think that this foundation accentuates all of those oils, and it just builds off of all of the oils that you naturally have, and it just creates this like oil party going on the center of your face if you have an oily T-zone. So I really would steer away from this foundation if you have combination to oily skin. It just won't work for you. I don't think it's worth it. I would probably tell you that if you're gonna buy this foundation and if you're gonna be using it, you're only gonna want to use it for maybe like a 2-hour to tops 3-hour time period. After that, it might start looking like a hot greasy mess. It sounds kind of like I'm contradicting myself, I guess, but I will say that I like this foundation for like photo shoots, or if you're gonna go somewhere and you're only gonna be there for like a short amount of time and you want your skin to look really, really beautiful, very flawless, but you know you're not gonna stay a long time, you might consider it for something like that. I tend to wear this foundation for some of my Instagram photos. I'll wear this foundation because I know that that's enough time for the foundation to still look good. However, I wouldn't wear this if I'm going to be going to a specific event or somewhere that I know that I'm going to need my makeup to look really beautiful all day to all night long. It's just, this is not the foundation for long periods of time. That is pretty much going to wrap up this review on the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. And by the way, 24 hours, this little 24 hours right here, y'all, let me tell you, I would be doomed if I had this on for 24 hours. This is 7 hours and look how I look. I don't want to see myself in 24 hours with this foundation on, okay? I'm gonna just leave it right there. Alright, you guys, so that's pretty much it. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. As always, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my channel and keep on coming back to the channel for more videos. I would love to have you around here, and I would love to have you join my little YouTube family. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!